ToonCast! Hey guys, this is Kawaii Life Antonio here, bringing you some animation news on ToonCast. And now I decided to make a very special update to you guys. That, well, my news has been, well, not from ToonCast, most of them. So I decided to make ToonCast a representation of upcoming cartoons into this year, next year, or in a few years all around the world thanks to Kidscreen. So without further ado, let's check out what we've got, given the fact that they have various animation shows announced. Okay, so we are in Kidscreen right now, and as you can see there, this is what it is there, right here. It says, cool new shows hang to MIP-TV. Kiddos are differing themselves with a fresh take of fairy tales and huge pet parties, while AHA enters the market with their first kids series. The first one to say is Abigail's Tales. It's going to be a preschool animated series about existing fairy tales and adds to a modern twist. With the help of a friendly polar bear and penguin, and they travel to faraway worlds, so takeaways and happier endings. So it's just like Super Y. It's just like Super Y, but different. Instead of superheroes, it's a penguin and a polar bear, and well, it's not that. It's actually kind of different because Super Y's main characters, which I am not a fan of that show because it's not my cup of tea, are based on fairy tales. I don't think these are based on fairy tales. A polar bear and a penguin. Maybe a tortoise and a hare, but yeah. Next one is a teenage animated series. Ooh, I love teenage animated series. These series deserve more credit, in my opinion. Dragon Lizardo. As you can see, this series looks pretty cool. Yeah, the art style kind of reminds me of Mega Babies a bit, not a lot, because Mega Babies was a bad series, and I prefer to ignore that because of that gross out. But this series actually looks pretty interesting. It's going to be by Omen Studios, and it's created by Ian Millan. Ooh, he made Monster Beach, or he worked on Monster Beach, which I think I should give Monster Beach a little of a review because the series looks pretty good. It's on Cartoon Network Australia, so it's like Exchange Student Zero. And executive produced by Silas Hickey from Lamput. This slapstick action comedy flies with a bumbling squire who accidentally transports himself with his arch enemy into the futuristic Zap City. Now he has to defend his new home of all manner of villainy in this anime style adventure, action cartoon style adventure. I think I'm interested when it comes out in 2022, and the budget is $4 to $5 million. Next up is a little controversial, Camp Farmcreek. From what I do notice is that this show did use the logo, or tries to be like then the logo of the Big City Greens, which is a Disney Channel cartoon. And I'm not I mean, that would be huge if Disney sues them because of the logo right there. It's not a total ripoff, because false ripoff claims are not my cup of tea. They're old to me. But anyway, I can just say that Camp Farmcreek, it looks okay, I guess. It's just a typical camp cartoon. It's not going to be like the Big City Greens, which is different because the Big City Greens follows around, well, it kind of has the same premise as a traditional dysfunctional family, but with a younger audience. Kind of like Gumball, except Gumball did it very differently, and it was more like some people would say a child-friendly version of stuff like South Park. But you know, Gumball's different. Camp Farmcreek, it's just like, you know, your typical camp show, like Camp Laszlo or Camp Lake Bottom, except Camp Lake Bottom was more of a comedy, and so was Camp Lazlo. This series seems more like a chill slice of life series. It's about when three city kids head to a wacky summer camp in the country. They find themselves further nature's challenges, from bringing the farm to the social media age, surviving an animal stampede. This trio learn about teamwork and boy, girl, dog, cat, mouse, cheese, and Nate is late. They're working on the scripts. This guy. Okay, so it is comedy, but it's gonna be different. It's gonna be from France. I mean, France gave us some good shows, right? They gave us Mary Investigates. They gave us Lolly Rock. They gave us Totally Spies, etc., etc., etc. Next is yeah, I'm actually kind of interested. I'll give it a shot. Next is Yo Zeno, which seems very anime-like, and it's gonna be from South Korea. Alright, so it's in development with a pitch deck, animation test, and it says, meet Zeno, a space prince who is raised to become the full next space queen, king, but this destined to darkness prince doesn't want to make safe for his mantle and flees or to hide. There he discovers a school packed with eccentric misfits across the universe who help Zeno figure out who he is. So it's kind of like, he doesn't know how to be a space. So it's kind of like, how should I say this? It's like their own take of Naruto, except it's kind of different. It's a space prince who is raised to become an eagle space king, like Naruto or Black Clover or one of those anime series that are from Shonen Jump who does this. I believe next is, well, we can skip that. That's a live action series. Next is Soccer to Go, or, well, if you want to see it, there it is. It's called Best Day Ever with My Best Friends. It's there. Next is Soccer Go, and this series looks pretty good. It's from France, China. It's about being tricked into joining the terrible soccer team at a new school. A young boy discovers his hidden talent for the sport. While growing as a player and teammate, the stars of the anime eventually get all kinds of hijinks, including fighting aliens, drawing inspiration from Southeast Asian architecture. For its background, Soccer Go is AHA. Ooh, they made Scissor 7. Maybe I can give that a review too. That Scissor 7 is a pretty good series. It's for adults, I think, but it's a pretty good show. But it's their first kids project. Yeah, so anyway, that's it for them, and it's going to come in fall 2023. So anyway, guys, what do you think of these upcoming cartoon series? I mean, I know that I did hear that Camp Farmcreek did get a little controversial at the beginning, but, it might be okay. It might be like Camp Coral, but different. I'm interested in most of these series. I'm interested in the Dragon Show. Go Zeno seems pretty cool. And, hopefully we get to see Best Frenemies, but I'm pretty sure, sadly, Best Frenemies and Starling might be canceled because, well, Vision Animation doesn't have them on their page anymore. It's a shame. Anyway, guys, this is Kawaii Life Antonio signing off. Peace. Thanks for watching the brand new look of ToonCast.